I'm Teresa Fairminer. My bridal beauty video demonstrates how to apply an easy professional looking makeup for your own wedding. To apply foundation, you can use a brush, a sponge or even your fingers. It really doesn't matter which you choose as long as the finished look is natural and well blended. Please only choose a foundation that's a close match to your own skin tone. Apply lightly all over your face and blend upwards and outwards. Foundation has the magic effect of evening out your skin tones, which is my first tip for producing good wedding photos. For concealer, look straight into the mirror, then dip your chin down, which shows up any dark circles. Apply a fine line of concealer only to this area. Then with a light touch, your fourth finger is best, blend very well so you can hardly see it. Never use a concealer on the outer edges of the eyes, as this will highlight any little laughter lines. Zits are also easy to conceal, but as Georgia's skin is a zit-free zone, I'm going to pretend that this little mole is a spot so that I can show you actually how to hide little blemishes too, just in case you are graced with a nice big volcano for your own wedding day. I've chosen a warm shade of blusher to add a natural healthy glow, and because I've already first applied a good foundation, I can actually use a sponge applicator for this, which I find leaves a polished finish. Blusher brushes are best saved for using after face powder has been applied. Dot just a smidge of blusher to the apples of the cheeks, then gently blend the blusher upwards and outwards until you've reached it looking like a natural healthy glow. Don't make the mistake of rubbing too hard. Next, apply face powder mainly to the centre panel of the face, which helps eliminate shine where you don't want it. But more importantly, it will keep your makeup on a lot longer, an absolute necessity for lengthy wedding days. Then, taking a nice fat powder brush, starting from the top of your forehead, work downwards and buff off any excess powder. Don't worry if it all looks a bit powdery at this moment, because it won't by the time you finish the rest of your makeup. On to eye makeup, and here's where you can really make a difference. First, apply a neutral shade of powder eyeshadow as a base. I'm applying it all over the eyelids and right up to the eyebrows. This base is mega important. It keeps eyeshadow colours to their true shade, plus it also helps with blending the other eyeshadows I will use later on in this video. Eyebrows are often forgotten, but they're very important. They frame and lift the eyes. Start here where the nostril is, down there, which it does do, and finish here. So they're a little bit short. Should just be a little bit longer there. I'm using this chisel shaped brush. Yeah, very easy to do. I'm following the natural line and I'm just extending it and emphasizing it a little bit. Having finished both eyebrows, I've chosen this gold eyeshadow to contrast and highlight Georgia's green eyes. Arch your eyebrow a little bit for me. You can put it on the skin dry, and it looks like that. But I'm actually just going to add it with a little bit of water because this makes the colour stronger. It stops the colour of the eyeshadow, little flaky bits, dropping down the face, and it's more intense, and that's quite pretty. And then I'm going to apply just a little of the gold to the underneath corners, which really add a zest to the eyes. When you finish both eyes, take a dry brush and gently blend. Remember, the more you blend, the more natural it will look, so it's entirely up to you and your own taste. Next, using a fatter eyeshadow brush, apply the mid-brown shade to the outer socket, blending it into a V shape. This will help to lift and open the eyes, making them appear much larger. Make sure you blend really well before moving on to the next step of eyeliner. I often use just a dark eyeshadow, wet, for eyeliner. There are two advantages to this. One, it's a more natural finish than the normal eyeliner you buy, And 2, if you make a mistake, you can easily blend it away. Paint the line really close to the lashes, making it just a tad thicker at the outside. And if you're a real novice to eyeliner, try using this wedge-shaped brush. It makes eyelining super easy. Eyelash curlers, and a lot of people are scared of these, which is a shame because they make a huge difference. There's just 2 simple rules. Make sure they're clean first and always use before mascara. There we go, look into the mirror and you can see, I hope, how much that's opened the eye up. Now do you want to try the other one? So, that's it. Arch the eyebrow, that stretches the skin, absolutely perfect. 1, 2, 3, 1 for luck. Brilliant, let me have a little look. Let's have a look. Woo, even better than me. To finish the eyes, choose a waterproof mascara for obvious reasons and use ziggy-zaggy movements to get right to the roots. You can do as many coats of this as you like. I actually hate too much mascara, but that's for you to decide. Ziggy-zaggy, get it all in there. And if it's a new mascara, it can be a bit cloggy, so just separate the eyelashes out with a separate mascara wand. Georgia doesn't actually like her own natural lip tone because it often goes a deeper bluer shade of pink as the day wears on. So to counterbalance this, I've chosen a lip shade with a slight coral edge to it. For the finale, I use a nice fat blusher brush to sweep a light dusting of the same blusher across the nose, cheeks, forehead and eyes to bring the face back to its natural glow. I love this bit. False eyelashes are an option for a more dramatic look. I don't think that Georgia actually needs them, but she wants to see how easy it is to apply them. They're already glued and you simply stick them on as close to your own natural eyelashes as you can, firmly pressing down.
Not, you see, what I wanted was a nice sweet smile, not a, yeah, I wish I was there. Yeah, who's hidden the soap?
Right.